Okay, good morning. My name is Till, and today we're going to do a Vinyasa class. And the topic will be finding your own truth. So sometimes maybe yoga, and especially Vinyasa yoga, may sound or be like, okay, someone is sitting there in front and telling me what to do. And it can feel disturbing, and from my perspective, this is not what yoga is about, but it's about finding your own way, your own truth in the practice and also in a broader sense. So, from my perspective, that's true because one of the basic principles, one of the yamas of yoga is the Satya, the truthfulness, and this includes, at least from what I learned, the idea of I find my truth, and what people are telling me what yoga is, or what I learn what yoga is, or what my teacher says yoga is, that can be true, but it can also be not true, and yoga is a way to finding my own truth in all this and my own path. So that's what this yoga class is about. And on a practical level, this will mean I'm gonna cue the asanas, as you maybe know from my other videos or from my classes, and maybe you can check in every asana if this is really true for you, how you would like to feel the asana, if the alignment is what feels good in your body or not, or if you maybe want to correct yourself a bit, do it a little bit differently so it feels right for you, just for you, not what I'm saying, not what I'm doing. We have different bodies, different body needs also different movements which feel good for us. So having said this, I wish you a wonderful class. We do as normal 60 minutes, and we start in a seated posture. So I invite you to look here for your truth already. So come to sit on a block, maybe here a high block, or a block which is a little bit more down. Heels in front of each other, knees on the mat. If your knees are high, maybe take a block or a pullover or whatever to support your knees, and then bring your hands on your legs, spread your fingers, maybe roll your shoulders once, back and down. Look to the front and close your eyes and start to put your focus on your breath. Start to inhale and exhale regularly and slowly. Turn your gaze inwards. Feel your body. And try to let your thoughts go. Don't force it. Just try to let them vanish, as a wave would vanish in the sand, no matter how big or mighty it is. Bring your focus to your breath and start to breathe Ujjayi if you want. And remember yourself, this is the pranayama technique, where you form your mouth as if you would steam up something in front of you. The idea of you do this with a closed mouth. And maybe that leads to you hearing your breath like the ocean waves. And then put your focus on your lower back. Sit up straight and try to pull down your tailbone, tuck your pubic bone up. And make yourself as straight as you can. Try to make yourself really tall. And pull your shoulders down while doing that. And then bring your head as a prolonging of your spine. So you're not bringing your head into your neck, nor your head on your chest. So try to make it as straight as possible so your chin is in one line with your not with but with the ground. And 2 more breaths here. Last exhalation here. And then with the next inhalation, bring your hands in front of your chest. Bring your fingers all together, only this thumb is separated. Press your thumb into your chest bone, your sternum, quite down. And remember yourself what the class is about. It's about finding your own truth in the practice. You stay here for a couple of breaths, deep inhalations and exhalations. Ujjayi breathing. Last inhalation. Exhalation, let your chin go on your chest, hands on your legs. And then inhale, bring your hands behind your head, interlace your fingers, and let them lay on your head, on the back of your head, and feel the weight pulling down your neck. To give your neck a stretch. Last exhalation here. Inhale. Exhale, let your hands fall down again. And slowly open your eyes. And prepare yourself for moving. The next inhalation, bring your hands over your head. Exhale, hands in front of your chest. Inhale, hands over your head, reach up. Exhale, and try to breathe the whole movement out, 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 out. Inhale in, the whole movement. Out. In. And then out, both hands on your right leg. Into the twist. Inhale here. Exhale, twist a little bit more. Inhale, back to center. Exhale to the other side. Inhale here. Exhale, twist a little more. Inhale, hands to center, over your head. Exhale, interlace your fingers and roll down your wrists. Inhale, back up. Exhale, hands next to your hips. On your fingertips, middle fingers looking to the front, elbows back. Dandasana, staff pose, while seated with cross-legged legs. Remember yourself about the topic of the class. Finding your own truth in the practice, in the asanas, in the breathing. Last exhalation. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, hands in front of your chest. Inhale, hands to the front, palms facing to the side. Exhale, right hand over the left. And bring your elbows and your head through. And look where you are. If you're here, it's fine. If you're here, it's fine. If you're here, it's fine. Feel your wrists can be very intense. Last exhalation. Inhale. Exhale, hands back to the front and switch sides. So left hand over the right and bring it through. Last exhalation. Inhale, hands to the front. Exhale, maybe shake your hands out, your wrists. Inhale, then left hand on the mat. Exhale, right arm over your head. Look onto your right biceps. It feels a little bit like extended side angle, but in seated posture. And watch out that your right sitting bone is still on your block. Elbow is straight off your right arm. Left arm, your elbow can be a little bit bent. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, back to center. And maybe here look already to your left biceps now and exhale. Change the sides. One more inhalation here. Exhale. Inhale, back to center, hands over your head. Exhale, hands in front of your chest and then on the mat. And we are starting with heart opening asana, Anahata Asana. So, sit down with open knees. On your heels, you find your two big toes together. Hands going up with your fingers pointing forward. Tuck your tailbone under, pubic bone up. Then inhale. And exhale, walk on your hands to the front. You walk until your seating bones go up, but not higher. They're still on your heels. You look between your hands, heart opening asana. It's a back bend. Tuck your tailbone under, keep on tucking it under. And if your seating bones come up like this, you go a little bit back. Look between your hands. Two more breaths. Inhale. And then exhale, bring all your fingers one by one on the mat and let your head sink down. Forehead on the mat. Last inhalation. Exhale. And inhale, come on your hands and knees. Bring your hands underneath your shoulders, your knees, underneath your hips. Tabletop position, and then inhale into cow. Look to the front, tailbone up, and exhale into cat. Cat spine round, upper back, tuck your tailbone, down, 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 down. Inhale, cat, into cow. Exhale, cat. Remember yourself, your tailbone moves first. Inhale, tailbone up, and then the rest of the spine comes with you. Exhale, your spine can feel maybe like a little wave. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale, cat. Inhale into tabletop. Exhale, bring your fingers towards you and sit a little bit back. So give your forearms a good stretch. Last inhalation. And with the exhalation, come back up and turn your palms facing up, fingers facing you. It can be quite intense for your wrists. If it's too intense, just do one wrist after the other. And still, don't forget to do this because it stretches the upper muscles of your forearms, which are included in grabbing, in using a smartphone, in typing, in writing, all what we're doing all the time, and we tend to forget to stretch these part of our arms, which can create problems in our wrists. Last inhalation, maybe you see I'm shaking a little bit back and forth, this can maybe be nice. Exhale, then inhale, bring your hands back down with your palms facing downward, give your wrists a shake. And then inhale, bring your hands a little bit more, like 1/2 span, maybe 1.5 handspans to the front, tuck your toes under, and then exhale into downward facing dog. So hip comes up, heels come down, hands press into the mat, so there's no space between your hands and the mat. Press your knuckles of your fingers into the mat, let your head sink down. Two, 3 breaths here. And then with the next inhalation, look between your hands, take a step to the front into halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Hips are over your ankles, knees micro bend, and the weight is on front of the knuckles of your toes. Then inhale, reach up into palm tree pose. Exhale, hands in front of your chest, Samastitihi, and we continue to move in sun salutation. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale into plank, and then knees, chest, chin on the mat, or chaturanga if you want. In chaturanga, you lower yourself, full body straight. Inhale, small cobra or upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Next inhalation, look between your hands, take a step to the front into halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, hands in front of your chest. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale into plank, and then knees, chest, chin, or chaturanga. I'm doing chaturanga now. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, look between your hands, take a step into a halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, reach up, 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 up into Malasana. Exhale, hands in front of your chest. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale into plank, and the chaturanga or downward face, or knees, chest, chin. Inhale, small cobra or upward facing dog. Upward facing dog, your legs are active, but your butt is not squeezed. Exhale, downward facing dog. 2 breaths here. Last exhalation. Then inhale, bring your right leg back and up. Exhale, right foot between your hands, left knee on the mat. Inhale into low lunge. So remember your alignment here. Left knee, back knee. It's a little bit to the back, so you have an angle here to your hip. So your hip flexor gets a stretch. Tuck your tailbone down. Right knee is over your ankle. Never before, maybe a little bit behind, but never before. Inhale. Reach your hands up and with an exhale, let your shoulders sink down. Two, 3 breaths here. Feel your left hip flexor. Last inhalation. Exhalation. Then inhale, look a little bit up. Exhale, let yourself sink to the back. And tuck your tailbone still down, so you're not arching your lower back, but your upper back. Feel your hip flexor even more. Last exhalation here. Inhale, look to the front. Exhale into twist. Left elbow to the outside of your right leg. Twist a little bit more. And inhale back to center. Exhale, open twist to the other side. Left arm back, right arm to the front. Look to your left hand. And maybe this can be a position where you really focus on finding your own truth in this twist. Last exhalation. Inhale, come back to center. Exhale, hands down, half splits. So try to come forward with from your hip, lower back is straight. So maybe support yourself with your hands on your thigh, or you can take a block. This is a little bit high maybe for me. You can put it however you need it. Or bring your hands on the mat. Pull your right toes towards you. Last inhalation. Exhalation. And then inhalation. Left foot to the front. Exhale, left foot back, the back foot 45 degrees. And exhale, come up. Warrior 1, foot position, hands on your hips. Turn your hips to the front. Tuck your tailbone under, left foot, outside left foot, presses on the mat. Inhale, hands up. Exhale, into Warrior 1. Two breaths here. And watch your alignment. So knee is 90 degrees. Try to come to 90 degrees. If you're here, it's fine. Back leg, little bit bend, micro bend. Outer left foot presses into the mat. And let your shoulders sink down. Last inhalation. Exhalation. Inhale, Turn your right palm to the back. Exhale, bend yourself back into the back bend warrior. One more breath here. Last inhalation. Exhalation. Inhalation, come back up. Front leg is straight. Exhale, pyramid pose. Bend over your right leg from your hip. So upper back, lower back is straight. Put your hands on your leg. Maybe on your chin bone or on your thigh. Never on your knee. If you want, take a block to support you. You can put it left off your leg. Whatever height you have. Stay at 2-3 breaths. Maybe this can be an asana, where you really try to find your own truth. One more breath here. Exhalation. Then inhalation. Bend your front leg, front knee. Bring your foot to the middle of the mat. Exhale. Bring your right elbow on your right leg. And then inhale. Maybe support yourself with your left hand and bring your left foot 90 degrees off the mat. And then with the exhalation we come from here into extended side angle. Right palm facing up, right elbow on the right knee. Left arm goes up, up, up over your head. You try to reach the wall. Look onto your left biceps. Two breaths here. Try to breathe Ujjayi. Last inhalation. And exhalation. Left hand down. Left foot on your toes. Inhale. Bring your right foot to the outer edge of your mat. Exhale. Right hand into the inside of your right toe, right foot, into salamander pose. Maybe bring your left knee on the mat, maybe leave it high. And if you want, breathe yourself down with the exhalation. Onto your forearms, if you want, if it feels right at this moment. I, for example, just realized I need a little block today. It's too far down. It doesn't feel right in my hip. This is way better. Even if maybe sometimes it feels good to go all the way. Two, three breaths here. Last inhalation. Exhalation. And then if you were breathing yourself down, come slowly back on your hands. Exhale here. And then inhale, bring your right foot back into plank. And then knees, chest, chin on the mat. Inhale, small cobra. Elbows are on the side, and small cobra. Or in chaturanga. Exhale. Downward facing dog. And takes 2, 3, 4 long breath here. After this sequence, and try to come back to Ujjayi breath. And then prepare yourself for doing the same sequence on your other leg. So inhale, bring your left leg back and up. Exhale, left foot between your hands, right knee on the mat. Inhale, low lunge, come up, arms up, and let your shoulders sink down. So remember, bringing arms up doesn't mean bring your shoulders to your ears. So maybe you can try to pull them up and then let them sink down. So there's a lot of space in your shoulders. Last inhalation here. Exhale. Inhale, look a little bit up. Exhale, lean yourself back. Last exhalation here. Inhale, come back to the front. Exhale into twist. Right elbow to the outside of your left knee. Look over your left shoulder. Hands together in front of your chest. Exhale, twist a little bit more. And then inhale back to center. Exhale, open twist to the other side. Exhale, twist a little bit more. Inhale back to center. Exhale, half splits. Pull your left toes towards you. Two breaths here. Last inhalation, exhalation. Inhale, left foot to the front. Exhale, back foot 45 degrees on the mat. So 45, not straight, not 90, 45. Come up with the exhalation into warrior one foot position. Hands on your hips, tuck your tailbone down. Outer right foot pushes into the mat. That's very important. You're not standing into your inner foot, so your knee can be relaxed. Microbend your right knee. Inhale, hands over your head. Exhale, sink down into warrior one. Two, three breaths here. Exhale, maybe let yourself sink a little bit deeper into the pose. Exhale. And then inhale, turn your left palm to the back. Exhale, lean back. I miss the English word of the Asana now. Yeah, in German it's umgedrehte Kriegerin. I have no idea at the moment what the English term is. Backbend warrior, which I said in the first sequence, is definitely not right. But okay. And remember yourself finding your own truth in this practice. Last exhalation. And then inhale, straight front leg. Exhale, pyramid pose. Really move from your hip. And remember yourself that your front leg in pyramid pose is micro bend. And you know the transition now. So from here we're going into extended side angle. So you prepare yourself, one more breath in pyramid. Exhale. And then inhale, move your front leg, bring your left elbow on your left knee. Move your back leg 90 degrees to the mat. Exhale, extended side angle. And your neck is not to the back, but your chin is more or less a little bit more to the chin, so you can look at your right biceps. 2 more breaths here. Ujjayi. Last inhalation. And exhalation into salamander pose. So right hand down, right feet, right toes, I want to say, on your toes on the mat, left hand down, left foot to the outside of your mat, and then find the salamander which suits you today. Can be different than on the other side. Remember yourself, if you go down, always with the exhalation. And if you feel your left knee, like your front knee, falling out now, try to move it back inwards. It's not coming out. For doing this, push your right thumb, your right big toe, not your thumb, but your right big toe. I have word problems now, it seems, on the mat. Two more breaths. Last inhalation. Exhalation. Then inhalation comes slowly back onto your hands. Exhale here. Then inhale, bring your leg back into plank, and then knees, chest, chin on the mat. Inhale, small cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Two more breaths. And inhalation. Step forward with your feet between your hands and where your feet were before. 45 degrees. The feet on the mat to the outside of your mat. Exhale, sit down in not lunge, in the squat. Hands in front of your chest. Knees pushing against your elbows, elbows pushing against your knees. So the last asana before we come back on the mat. Last inhalation here. And then exhale, bring your hands behind your back. And let yourself sink on the mat. And give your legs a shake. And then bring your right foot over your left knee. Sit up straight, inhalation. Bring your right hand behind your back, fingers pointing to the wall. Inhale, push and pull your left toes up, left arm up. Exhale into the twist. Bring your left elbow to the right knee, outer right knee, into half lord of the fishes pose. Look over your right shoulder. Exhale, twist a little bit more. And inhale back to center. Exhale. Counter twist. Inhale back to center. And change sides. Inhale, right arm up. Exhale, twist. Exhale, twist a little bit more. Inhale, back to center. Both legs come to the front. Pull the toes towards you. Go into Paschimottanasana. Inhale, reach up. And then exhale, forward fold from your hips over your legs. Upper back is straight. You're not just collapsing your upper back to come somewhere with your hands. Upper back is straight. If you stay here, that's fine. Way better than going something like this. So pull your toes towards you and then move from your hips. Look into your toes, pull the toes up. If you want, with the next exhalation, let your head sink down. Feel your whole back getting a stretch. And maybe this is also an asana. You can put your focus on finding your own truth in all this. It's our last asana before we come on our backs. Last inhalation. Exhalation. And then inhale, come slowly up. And exhale, come onto your back. Bring your knees in front of your chest. Roll a little bit from side to side. If you want, you can do a last asana with me. Would be happy baby pose today. So if you want, grab with your left hand your left outer foot, with right hand your outer right foot. Inhale and exhale, open your legs into happy baby, and maybe shake a little bit from side to side. Last inhalation, exhalation. Inhale and exhale, bring your knees together. Last inhalation, and then exhale, find your final resting posture. The Shavasana. Legs are straight. Feet are mat wide. Hands next to your body, palms facing upwards. And then close your eyes and breathe into your body. And there is nothing more to do. But breathing. And then slowly, 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 slowly back with your awareness to the room, to your mat. Feel how you're laying on the mat on the ground and can give away all your weight to it. And then maybe slowly start to move your hands and wrists, your fingers, your toes. And then come back to the seated posture in which we started, over your right body side, or left body side, doesn't matter. And bring your hands in front of your chest together and close your eyes. And then thank yourself for doing this yoga practice today. And thank yourself for maybe putting your focus on finding your own truth. And if for whatever reason you didn't do that, thank yourself for that decision. And then thank your body for carrying you around all day. If you want, bring your hands in front of your chest, reminding yourself of having clear and loving intentions towards yourself and others. And if you want, bring your hands in front of your mouth to remind yourself of having clear and loving communication with yourself and others. And if you want, bring your hands in front of your forehead to remind yourself of having clear and loving thoughts about yourself and others. Thank you for doing and sharing this yoga practice with me today, and I wish you a very, very pleasant day.